Let me put this light a little further down. Cuckoo! What's going on, YouTube? I am your girl, your one and only, Magda Annette Soto, aka Aunt Maggie. Your humble servant here to serve you in any way, shape, or form. Let's get to it. This is today, Testimony Monday. And I'm going to come in here and tell you guys my story, a little bit about my story. And it goes a little something like this. I was born May 28, 1979, in Brooklyn, New York. Puerto Rican parents, and they got divorced at age of 5. So the happy moments that I have with my father is very limited. I could just remember only up to 5 years old. I remember when I graduated kindergarten, and I also remember when he bought me my first bike. Feelings and that I'm going to have with me for the rest of my life. It was a joy to the next level. When I turned 12 years old, we decided to move to Puerto Rico because um, there was some drug addiction in my family, and I called my grandmother and I told her that we weren't doing well. So we ended up leaving. And I told her, please get us out of here because if not, the system is going to take us away from mom. And so she listened and she took action very quickly. May her rest her soul. She's not with us today, but she has a lot of influence in me in praying because the route that I took after becoming 90 years old, when my mom decided to move back to Rochester because her father passed away, I tried, uh, I was introduced to addiction. My drug of choice was heroin and crack cocaine. And that trajectory had went through my life for 10 years. So for 10 years, I was in and out of rehab, in and out of detox, in and out of the system, trying to get better. And it just would not click in. It just would not happen. But I realized today that it's just because I was not ready. I was not ready to let go of the one and only passion and love that I had understood that I had from in with me, because it the drug my drug of choice became more than just a drug. It became my lover, it became my mother, my father, my it had everything to do with me. And every time somebody with good intentions would come close to me to get me to quit, I would push them away. Why? Because I was not ready. And then I think about it today, and I wasn't ready because I had not dealt with the root of the problem. And the root of the problem with all of this is I was not happy. I was not happy because I have been abused. I wasn't happy because talk about mental, physical, verbal abuse, I had it all. So when I tell you that I can resonate with each and every one that is going through that problem, believe you me, I've been there. Believe you me, I've hit rock bottom to the point that I have lived in the streets, had nothing to eat and nowhere to sleep. Okay. By the grace of God today, I've been clean and away from that drug of choice for 17 years. I took the note. So it was, I got clean when I was 30 years old. And I'm 43 today. So it's been 17 years. This whole time I thought it was 15, but it's not 15, it's actually 17. By the grace of God. And why I say that? Because the Lord has taken me out of a dark place that I thought myself I could never get out of. But that's the key right there. You cannot do this alone. There's no way. Because if you do it alone, you will keep relapsing. It's what happened to me. So it's not until I took my last drug, my last hit of crack cocaine, and I shot up my last drug. I got on my knees. I remember like it was yesterday. I was watching Joel Osteen in his prediction of, because back then we didn't have all these online, services that we could just watch and change our lives. No, I got on my knees and I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I was crying. And I was crying because I just didn't want to live that lifestyle anymore. I've hurt myself too much, too long to be able to continue to keep going. And that's the thing. I was hurting myself. I was thinking I was not hurting myself. I was thinking I'm not doing any hurt to anyone because I'm not asking anyone for anything. I'm doing this all by myself. I'm finding the money by myself. I'm finding, the things, the places, and the thing and the people by myself. But it goes to show you that when you are not doing what you need to do for yourself and you are living a wild life, people come out of anywhere. People come out of nowhere, actually, and are there for you and for services, just for you to continue to push yourself even further down than you was before. So talk about, you need to watch your people, places, and things. Oh yeah, that is so true. Because people want to see you do good, but not better than them. Keep that in the back of your head. Unless you find yourself in a community of like-minded individuals, of them having what you really want, and you latching to them like a bee in a flower, then you won't have your breakthroughs. And so going back to it, when I decided that I didn't want no more, I called my best friend, the one who has been working and doing her best to get myself clean, because deep down inside she knew that that wasn't for me, just like deep down inside I know that that's not for any one of us of humans. You see, we were not put in this world to destroy ourselves. This is what Satan wants you to think. And I'm not a religious person by any means, but I am a believer. I do believe in God. I'm not perfect by any means either, but I am progressing. And if there's any way I can help you and be of service for you, please reach out. Please reach out. Don't be shy. Don't limit yourself and isolate yourself thinking negative thoughts that no one really cares. That's the lie that Satan wants you to believe. We do care, especially the ones who are in recovery today. We do care. I want you to know that for a fact. And so I went and got myself clean and I started going to church. Because when I was growing up, I didn't know anything about God. I didn't know his powers. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know, because when I was in active addiction, I didn't believe in anything or anyone. I was rebellion. I was a rebellious child that didn't want to listen to anything anyone had to say to me. And I would push away anyone who tried to have good intentions with me because I wasn't ready. Again, I was not ready. But when I finally got ready and said, enough is enough, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. I don't want this lifestyle for me anymore. I want something different. That is when I decided that this is not for me. I need to get myself to be the way I was when I was in high school. I needed to remember who I was back then. Because when being in active addiction, you tend to forget who you really are. I don't know if it's purposely or accidentally, but you tend to forget who you really are and what you were put in this world for. So when I realized what I was put in this world for, and I have a purpose and I have a calling, we all do. We all do. Sometimes it's more clearer to one than others. For example, for me, it was extremely hard because I didn't have the clarity in knowing what I was put in this world for. And I guess the Lord allowed me to go through that trial, that adversity, that tribulation, because one day I'm going to be in stage and help others get to where they need to get to. One day I can say I can be a sponsor. One day I can build a community and help people get out of this uh, demonic circle that you continue to keep going back and forth. Because I understand the mental obsession. I understand what it is that you don't want anything. You can't move. You can't do anything without that in your system. I completely can resonate with you and that lifestyle because you tend to get addicted to the lifestyle as well. It's insanity. And once you come to the realization that you come to accept that you have a problem and you start to really open yourself for the help and the love and the support that people will start pouring into you, then and only then you can say to yourself, I'm ready. It's overwhelming at first. Of course it is. You're not used to it. I wasn't used to it. Like I wasn't even used to having hugs when going into the rooms because no one ever did it for me before. So these are things that you need to get used to. And in time, you will start allowing it, applying it, and you will start to live it. I can truly say my worst days in the drug addiction will never compare to a bad day that I have had on this side of the fence, being in recovery. I don't desire that to my worst enemy. So trust me, I know, I see you, I understand you, and I feel you. Can you allow me to lift you up? Can you allow me to help you? Can you allow me to walk you through the steps necessary that you need to take to get to the next level? Because this is a process. It's a process. And you must be willing to be patient enough to go through the stages and the process that goes along with being in recovery. Because I don't mean to burst your bubble, but until the mental obsession won't go away from one day to another. It's a process. I don't think about it anymore, thank the Lord. But because I had quit marijuana and cigarettes, very often I still think about it. Why? Because I am in an environment where it's okay to do it, and that's all you smell when you open the door in front of my house. So you see why it's so important when they say change people, places, and things. If you find yourself with the same group of people, you're going to end up doing it. If you're finding yourself in the same place where you used to be, you're going to end up doing it. And if you're doing things that you know that's going to get you to go back to it, you're going to do it. I didn't understand these things when I was in the rooms. Why? Because no one explained it to me. But here I am. Aunt Maggie is explaining it to you. Why you must change people, places, and things. It's a process. If you really want to get clean, hang on. Hang on to the word of God. Hang on to the promises of God. Because that's when I started to realizing the promises of God and what he has and what he is promising us. That is when I had the realization and the awakening that I was put in this world for more than just my existence. So please allow me to help you understand certain things in your life. Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome, my love. Help me understand you so that I can help you. Where in life you are finding yourself in. What is it that you want out of life? What is your dream? What is your purpose? What is your calling? Do you believe in God? These are the places where God took me out of. He brought me out of the mud and into the life that I have today. I don't have a perfect life, but I am progressing. And I am walking in my calling, walking in my purpose, reaching out, doing these lives. I never once liked to take a picture or even that, not to mention be in the camera. Are you kidding me? Why? Because I had a low self-esteem and I always thought that I wasn't pretty enough. I didn't know the words to say. I didn't know how to act. I didn't know what to wear until the Lord and the Holy Spirit told me, come as you are. People need to know your story. You need to speak from your heart. They need to hear your testimony. This is my testimony. I don't mean to be harsh. I hope that I don't offend you. But I am angry. I am angry at the drug. I am angry because of what it did in my life and what it's doing to people all around us. This fentanyl is killing them. But there is help out there. There is help. Even them being in active use, there's help. So it is up to us. It is up to us to take action if we want better. And let me tell you, if you want better, reach out. You don't know how to go about it? Reach out to me. You don't have to tell me your situation or your problem. Just say, hey, Aunt Maggie, I want some help. I need to speak with you. Can I be your friend? Let's build a relationship because when you're in recovery, you need to build relationships, healthy relationships. Healthy relationships. Again, this is a little part of my story, and then tomorrow is to be continued. I hope you got some value and some understanding of what I am telling you today. This is episode 10, and I am so grateful for you. For whenever you are ready to see this video, please share, like, and subscribe. Let's not be selfish and take this information for ourselves, but let's spread it. Let's spread it, not to make myself famous, but to make an impact. And for me to be able to help others as well. Those who really need the help. Because we don't know who right now at this time wants to take their last breath. Because they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Suicide is real. Depression is real. Anxiety is real. These are real things. And if I can be of service to help someone that won't commit suicide today, then please share the video. Please subscribe to my page. And just like. I love you all. I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me share. And I'm going to leave you like I always leave you. If you believe, you can achieve. Good night, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Episode 11. Let's go. Good night.